Kamusta ka naman?
I'm good. I'm at peace right now.
Kaya tingnan niyo naman, blooming na blooming. Akala mo walang anak eh, no?
That's the part of our job. And then, the only reason then kung bakit some of us who wanted to work in the media, we don't want to work on cam. Tapos, yung ibang tao, some of them, post it online and they'd say, tapos for free? During birthdays, ganun siya. And then, yung mga poetries niya, he would always instill in my mind na education is the only wealth that I can give you.
How does it feel like, isa kang writer eh?
Yeah.
You're in our industry, media industry, na behind all those stories, hindi na pag-uusapan kung sino yung nagsulat.
Yes.
Diba? Nasa industriya natin yan. Ano yung mga tao sa likod ng radio? Sino sila at ano yung klase ng buhay meron sila?
Yes.
Lalo na kung nagsusulat ka, di
Yeah.
ba? Pag may mga big issue na pumutok, at least kami, sasabihin namin sa camera, ako po si ganto, ganyan, dito ako, live dito. Pero sa inyo wala.
Yeah, we sometimes walang credits na gano'n. But it's okay with us because that's the part of our job. And then the only reason then kung bakit some of us who wanted to work in the media, we don't want to work on cam. Kasi kami yung parang if wala kami, wala kayo eh.
Yes, exactly. Parang sila yung backbone talaga.
Yeah, backbone.
Ng lahat. Pag walang sinulat, anong sasabihin nyo? Ano i-act nyo dyan? Ano yung i-report nyo?
Yes. But it's not a mere writing lang. Kasi we have to edit it pa, we have to proofread pa. And then after that, kailangan pa ipakita sa producer sometimes or the public, yung mga yung head talaga, yung management. They have to check first before they give it to the reporters. So yung mga write-ups namin, with or without credits, okay lang. For as long as we know that is our piece.
Kanina na-mention mo, it's okay. Pero sa amin, parang big issue pag hindi naka-credits yung photos, big issue yung videos.
Yung mga ganyan, actually, meron naman mga courtesy. But usually it happens lang talaga when a netizen or a person who is not in the media industry, sila yung nagtitake ng photos, sila yung nagve-video. Kasi they are not part of the company. They are not getting paid for that. Kami, na nasa sa likod ng camera, kami yung binabayaran eh. Sinasweldohan kami niyan. We just want to see our work na, ang ganda pala ng kuha ko. Ang ganda pala ng sinulat ko. Parang ganun. Because it's part of our job. Right now, I know generation ngayon, it's different. Sa school pa lang, sinasabihan na tayo na these are the do's and don'ts, these are the pros and cons.
Yes, kaya yun ang mahirap sa ngayon sa generation.
Yes.
Lahat,
Kailangan.
even the audiences itself,
Yes.
may mga resibo na sila.
Yes.
Kaya pag sinabing photos ko yan, videos ko yan, you should put at least a credit.
Yes. And there are also people na I'm not saying na it's bad or it's not correct to ask for payment, especially if nakita ka lang. For example, I'm a reporter and interesting yung pinost ng tao online. And then I will ask them, hi, I'm from ganito, ganyan. I'm interested sa story mo. Can we feature this in our blah, blah, blah. Tapos, yung ibang tao, some of them, post it online and they'd say, tapos for free? Parang ganon. It's like, you can just demand or you can just talk privately. You don't have to post it on Facebook. You don't have to post it on Twitter or Threads. Just to make other people know that, interested tong TV network na to sa post ko. And then ilalagay nila sa captions nila na, for free, ganon. Walang bayad, tapos anong makukuha namin? Parang gano'n. So, I do understand that, na some of us would want to get paid for our work.
Exactly.
The difference lang is, kami na mga writers, and also mga photographers and videographers, binabayaran kami ng company. And it's okay with us if hindi kami na-credit dun sa mga videos, sa mga mga pictures, because people know, some people know that we're working for that company, we're working for that network. So it's okay. But
Was it
there are
really your
people
dream
talaga.
to become a writer?
No, actually no. I hated writing.
Diba? Nakakaloka. She hated writing. Pero kung i-review po sa Google, kahit sa Google nyo lang siya i-search, si April Reposaro, talagang nandun lahat ng mga articles niya at masyasya kayo kung saan pa nang gagaling. Diba? So, paano tayo napunta doon sa pagsusulat?
Well, I started very young. I believe I started very young. Mga 7 years old. I started, very young. Tapos, I realized na I love writing when I was already in high school. Nung umuso yung mga SEOs, like Blogspot, Friendster, Friendster blog, Facebook Notes, and then WordPress. I started loving that because I was inspired by my papa and Kuya Bulingling. Yes, because they're good composers. So, he composed songs na mga waray-waray. And my papa naman he composes poetries and prose.
Talagang nasa
Yes.
family nyo yung
I
yung ganon.
believe yes. Kasi yung mga pinsan ko, ganun din. They're really good at writing. While my papa naman, he writes poetries, mga waray-waray poetries. Mga compositions niya, nababasa ko yan. It's his hobby. It was his hobby. And I could still remember nung elementary and high school, elementary to college, he would always send me text messages or messages on Messenger, mga poetries niya about me. Yes.
Wow.
During birthdays, ganun siya. And then yung mga poetries niya, he would always instill in my mind na education is the only wealth that I can give you. And that is the reason why na I get to love writing, because I also wanted to inspire others, because my papa and my kuya inspired me to write. And then my passion. So yun yung naging reason kung bakit gusto kong magsulat. It started na yung pagsusulat ko, kahit may bad penmanship ako. I would always share my day, how it went. Then after that, nagsusulat na ako ng mga stories, mga ganon. Like, I wanted to become a publisher. I wanted to become a book author. Parang ganon. But that wasn't my dream talaga. So my dream was to be a thespian, a performer, and then a lawyer. Yung ganon. Yes.
So, mula nun, bakit mo naisipan na mag-apply dun sa mga international publications? Bakit napunta tayo doon? Is it really about the passion lang na hindi gusto ko talaga i-proceed ko to, pero gusto ko din kasi maging lawyer? Napakahirap na mag-decide ng gano'n.
Yes.
Kasi parang nakikipaglaban ka doon sa passion ko to, mahal ko to, ito yung gusto ko, pero kailangan muna ito muna.
Yes.
Kasi the priorities.
Yeah, the priorities, responsibilities.
Paano mo hinandle yung ganong sitwasyon?
Actually, I didn't get to apply sa international, publishing company. First, nag-start muna ako sa maliit. Copywriter sa isang advertising company. That was my first job. I was hired, di pa ako graduate ng college. Because I was referred to them by my economics teacher who have read my reflection paper.
Pero nung college ka, ano yung kurso mo talaga?
Mass communication. Before, when I enrolled for that course, I wanted to become a broadcaster. But then I realized I'm not good at public speaking. People would think na I'm not shy, or I'm not a shy type, or that extrovert. But no, I'm actually an introverted one. During college, my friends and I, whenever matatapos kami ng exams, we always go out. Nagsa-stress eating kami. And then, whenever we do that, blog ko. Like, the food here is great, blah, blah, blah. Ini-introduce ko. Tapos, nakita nila. And then, she asked me if I can write for their online magazine. Kahit 3 articles lang. For 3 restaurants. So, dun nag-start yung pagiging parang pagiging professional writer ko. But hindi ako paid. But it was okay because intern naman nila ako, grade yung kailangan.
Tsaka doon, experience na din. At least kahit saan mo ko ilagay after graduation.
Yeah.
So, nag-graduate ka, bakit hindi siya totally pinursu mo na din?
Naging bank teller ako after.
Bakit napunta doon? Bakit hindi natin pinusin na kailangan ko mag-produce ng maraming article? Bakit biglang na-switch sa ganon?
The transition was very big for me because I really didn't want to leave Cebu. I wanted to grow old there. But the problem was, I need to be with my family here, with my parents, because we're not born rich.
Yes.
And let's be honest, in our media here in the Philippines, we're not paid that much.
Yes.
Right? So when there was this one Sunday when my friend invited me to join him sa sa church nila. He invited me. Then after that, pag Monday, the bank that I applied for here in Palo invited me for an interview, an exam. I contacted my mom. Sinabi ko, nakaano ako, ganito, ganyan. She really bought a ticket for me para umuwi dito to take the exam and interview. Nakapasa, and then nag-resign. Nag-resign ako sa ad agency because they pay more than the pay that I was receiving from my previous company. But up until now, I'm still sad na I had to resign. So after that, I stayed in the bank for 5 years as a bank teller. I wasn't really happy. I was looking for something na I can put on my passion and explore.
Yes.
And that was the time when, after I gave birth to my second child, my college friend, messaged me na they are hiring for a socialite writer, kumbaga lifestyle writer dito sa atin, sa Cambodia. So I applied, and then the funny thing was, yung publisher, yung may-ari, he was interviewing me. I was driving. I was driving and he was interviewing me.
Napaka-independent ng babaeng ito.
Kasi I was buying diapers at that time. So I was driving and he was interviewing me. And then I thought hindi ako makakapasa sa interview because
sino ba naman ang mag-i-expect ng gano'n? Nagda-drive ka, iniisip mo, magda-drive ako dahil bumila ko ng diaper yung anak ko, tapos biglang, okay sir, yes, nasaan na ba tayo? Diba?
Very informal, diba? So, I didn't expect na he will accept me. He will hire me. Tapos yun, pinaprepare na niya yung mga documents ko, gano'n. After that, I went to Cambodia year 2019. I resigned 2019 also sa bank. When I went there, yun, I started my...
Until now, nagsusulit ka pa?
Right now, I'm no longer connected with them. But I still write pieces. I still write articles for some dun sa Cambodia. Yung mga companies na, or mga friends na yung mga na-meet ko during events na naghahanap ng writer. So, nagpapasulat sila sa akin. And commission-based, actually. And I don't have to go there.
Yes.
But if there are times kasi na you really have to go there, hindi ko ina-accept.
Talagang limit yung binibigay mo din.
Yes. I have limits. Kasi I don't want to leave my kids. Kasi I have 3 boys and I have to be with them.
Yes. So, nung time na yon na naisipan mong bumalik, or let's just say, itatry ko ulit to, what comes to your mind?
Well, it was my mom actually who keeps pushing me to go for my passion. Kasi naano siya na all the time I kept resigning sa mga companies na she knew na wala talaga
hindi ka talaga happy doon sa mga...
I'm not happy. Although they pay a lot.
Yes.
Pero they pay better than working in the media. But yung umuwi ka pagod, tapos umuwi ka na mainit yung ulo because you're not happy with what you're doing. Kasi si mama yung nakikita niya when I write, she knows that I am happy when I'm writing. She read a lot of my pieces. She knew that this was my passion and even pushed me to, you know what, apply ka dito sa sa government agency na to. They're looking for a communication blah, blah, blah. But I wanted to really work with a company na known na broadcasting company siya or big newspaper company siya. Then I wanted to go back. I really wanted to go back. And I think I'm prepared. I'm ready already. Basta dito na lang sa Pilipinas. Not internationally. Because when you're outside, tapos you left your kids here, it's different. It's difficult.
Yeah.
So, whatever the pay is, para sa akin, whatever the pay is, as long as it pays the bills, as long as it helps me with my kids, with the needs of my kids, then I'm good. Okay na sa akin. As long as I'm doing my passion, I'm doing the job that I want talaga. I don't have any regrets sa mga decision ko in terms of work. But with my passion as a writer, my only regret was not, I should have done it earlier. Kasi before, syempre bata pa. Most of the time, yung ginagawa, mag-party lang, travel lang, ganun. I should have been more open about my thoughts with, in particular sa country natin, kung ano nangyayari sa country natin. I should have been open for being opinionated. Because that's who I am.
Ano pa yung gusto mo pang marating as a journalist?
As a journalist, I have a lot of wishes, hopes na I want my articles to be, to be read not just here sa atin. I just want to inspire. As a journalist, there are journalists now na nag-retire na sa mga big newspaper companies who are still inspiring others, diba? I wanted to be like them. To be known as someone who inspires and not someone who expires. not someone who instills negativity to others. Kasi I just wanted people to, if only lang, I wanted people to know the truth talaga about, our government, about politics, about things, everything in life. I wanted to know inspiring people, just like those authors or those writers that I idolize.
Yeah. Kaya isa ka sa mga gusto kong i-guest talaga at sana marami pa tayong time para pag-usapan yung mga bagay-bagay, pero siguro off cam na yun.
Yes.
Pero at least nalaman nyo, di ba, na ganun po talaga kahirap ang buhay namin. Hindi nyo lang alam.
Yes.
But anyways,
super.
April, gusto kong sabihin sa'yo, thank you for the friendship.
No problem.
Thank you for the time. I know na marami tayong mga kabisihan. Imagine, kahit holiday, nagtatrabaho tayo. You have the time. For me,
Busy ka pa.
thank you so much. And looking forward, sana magkaroon ng time na magkatrabaho tayo. Yun yung talagang nilulook forward ko lang. Sabi ko, sana talaga mapabilis na yung panahon. And I know, you really need to have a time. I know na ini-enjoy mo yung meron ka ngayon.
Yes.
God bless and thank you so much.
Thank you, no
I
problem.
really miss you talaga. Anyways, kamusta ka, April? Tawagin na lang kitang April kasi parang naman magkaedad lang naman tayo. Parang hindi masyadong nakakaya, di ba? Yung, napakaya nga. Kasi hindi talaga kami friend na totally we grew up together.
Yes.
Hindi po. Parang nagkataon lang na nandun kami sa isang lugar na parehas kami ng go that time.
We were in that place na kailangan namin the learnings,
hindi ko nga alam bakit ako nag-share ng buhay ko sa kanya eh. Andun lang naman kami, umorder lang naman kami ng lunch. Tapos we only have, I think, 20 minutes or 10 minutes. Tapos napuwento na namin, alam mo yung papa ko, ganito. Alam mo yung hirap na hirap kami sa buhay. Bakit?